to the sea. Learning from killing time with chemicals and pantomime. So when I put myself in place, still you're in my. You know you barely make me think. I'm gonna drive myself to drink. I heard it's all. No. Look, this is the Grove Podcast. I am your host, Matthew Grove. Now I open this saying this right here. This is a special edition episode of the Grove Podcast because this is where everything is heard, including the truth. It gives me a lot of adrenaline and energy hearing that song playing in my head that I just played for the intro of this podcast. But however, I'm going to put that aside for a minute and get right into detail. November the 9th of 2019, I placed myself off of a certain board that was a game. And I left everybody behind, including Max, Chris, anybody else down that line. And ever since then, I've never heard nothing since except when it will happen again. Well, guess what? Never. And in case anybody hasn't realized, revolution is a great word, but it describes what is happening now. Look at everything that's happened now. Let's start with something that's kind of off the top of my head. Changing a revolution. Donald Trump leaving the president's office just to give the chair all the way to Joe Biden. How about that one? That's a revolution right there. Oh, and next we're just all going to be trapped in our little houses and stuck with nothing but our thoughts, like how I've been for the past whole year. November the 10th of 2020 is coming. And just like last year, except it's only taken me a year and I've shaped up and been different. I'm tired of everybody asking me about November 10th. I don't want to hear it again. It's a special day. I confirmed what for Mania. I confirmed everything for Mania. Sure. And these podcast shows I do, they are so great. I like them. Because I can change and revolutionize the whole entire podcast industry. It only takes me a certain amount of time before I find my way to TV. And then you people don't have to listen to a podcast show, but you can still do if you choose. This is the Grow Podcast. This is my personal show. This is where I spill everything out when I can. And here's what I'm going to say now. I'm the same as I was last year, except even happier. The only thing that doesn't change is doing the BCW podcast. Now, I haven't made an official decision yet, and I'm still agreed to be a commentator. But let me just say it here. I take no challenges. I take no nothing. I am not allowed to be involved in a battle or a fight. And I'm doing that for my safety in order to see my family the way I am now. So, my plans are unannounced right now. November the 10th of 2020, I will be doing a podcast show. That will be a day I'm busy with podcast. I'm going to put another special edition episode up on November the 10th, so tune in right here on Grow Podcast for that one. Also, a special late night show with me, and later on during that day, I will commentate for BCW Podcast. But like I said, the message is still the same. I am not This is where it kicks in, right? With everything that's been happening with my father lately, and him being only 50% better, and with that damn day dawning on my head, it changes everything. And all I'm simply saying is I want answers. He's only 50% better, and everybody keeps telling me he's better and he's not. And the reason I made this a special edition podcast is because I want to voice this out to my dad right now. Dad, you're one tough son of a bitch. You're hanging in there. You're doing great. You're only 50% better, and I'm still 50% broken. Okay? You might as well bump that up to a 90. 90% broken out of your 50% better. You're putting up a good fight, and you're doing exactly what I thought you would do. But the one thing I don't want you to do is don't give up. Because when you get better, you will see your granddaughter. I will bring her up there some way, somehow, and let you see her. Dad, I wouldn't mind if you'd hold her. It's a cherishing moment. She hasn't got to see you yet, and that would hurt me if you went away too soon for her to not see you. You've seen everything of me, Dad. You've seen everything play out worse for me, where I've always just come to you broken, and that ain't never happened lately because I'm not. But if I lose you, I will be. So what I'm trying to say is hang in there, and I love you. It's 6:04 in the morning right now. Here soon I'll be doing a final checkup on you. But and to that special somebody who wants to know about November the 10th. Not that they really want to know. that person knows exactly what November the 10th does to me. And the fact that it's coming around, I don't know. It's Tuesday, I guess it'll be a special day, won't it? Special, special, special. Man, I enjoy being around my own kid. I enjoy doing these podcast shows. And I'd hate to bore people to death, but when you spill out some truth and mention things that happen in your life, maybe that's what makes a podcast show interesting for once, right? Especially when you got, man, heck, I got this one right here that I just do by myself. And then I got the other ones I just literally still do by myself because nobody wants to do them with me, right? I'm going to try my best to pull in an audience. I don't care if I kill myself trying to be popular. One day I will be. I will get exactly what I want. A perfect job with decent money enough to take care of me and everything else that needs to be taken care of down that line. And that line is drawn out. Everything isn't really the same anymore right now. I feel like I've lost touch with my own self. I've destroyed my own self. Literally. Don't know what to do. Don't know what to say. But y'all should know that these podcast shows are pretty interesting. I'm trying my best to make it a little bit more interesting if I can. But it's only so much I can do, guys. This has so far been, right now, on the Grow podcast, the most emotional podcast I've had. And there will be many more moments, so stay tuned. But nobody had questions or nothing. I had a little special edition pop-up that I wanted to do. But if I want to end this podcast out, I want to just say, Dad, hang in there, please. Stay strong for me. I love you. And you'll get to see Mayla really soon. And to that special person I'm trying to reach out this podcast, please go ahead and speak with me about November the 10th. My ears are open.